John, what's your thoughts on it?
Suella Braverman is clearly one of the most incompetent Home Secretaries we've had for a long time. We've had a series of incompetent Home Secretaries. She has admitted today that she broke the ministerial code half a dozen times, sending confidential documents to people who are not allowed to see them using a private email. And now she goes to the House of Commons and basically pretends she's got nothing to do with the broken border system that her government have been running for 12 years. This is a Tory government's creation, and a Tory Home Secretary has come up with, you know, we sometimes say rhetorically that things are inflammatory. This is literally inflammatory language to talk about invasions, when just at the weekend somebody tried to firebomb. It's inflammatory. Somebody tried to firebomb
John, they're not entering legally, are they?
It's not. It is literally inflammatory language.
But
and
is
it's
it
violent.
accurate language?
No, it's not an invasion.
So what do you think it is?
It's people seeking to get to the UK to apply for refugee status when
they're doing it illegally, and they're coming from a safe country.
There's a perfectly sensible solution to this, which Suella Braverman won't take, which is you can do the processing of all applications to be a refugee in the UK. You could process it in France. But, of course, Suella Braverman can't do that. She's a leaver. She won't have anything to do with a deal with the French government. A French government deal would be possible, but you'd need a different government or a different approach from the Home Secretary to do that.
So are you honestly saying that you think that this all comes down to Brexit-based kind of opinion? So I'm not going to deal with you because you're French and you're in the EU, so therefore I'm going to take it a different way. Is that really what you think it is?
Well, why won't the Home Secretary just to have set up UK processing in France?
That too would require the French to comply with her wishes. And the French have been paid over £250 million by His Majesty's government, forgive me, His Majesty's government, in order to do what they're legally obliged to do under international law, which is patrol their own borders. And they don't do it. It's very simple. The solution is not in having deals with the French. The solution is not in having a Rwandan plan that sort of works. The solution is in making sure these people do not cross into British territorial waters. Well, you put our border force there, you put our navy there, and you turn their boats back. If necessary, you drag them all the way back to the French shore. And if the French don't like it, well, so be it.
The French are interceding boats in French territorial waters.
They are not.
But French and British enforcement officers in the water have to respect and preserve the right to life of the people in the boats. You can't endanger lives. It's an incredibly dangerous place to be interceding in that way. That's why I say put a processing centre in France and no one will get on a boat.